In fact, to continue the conversation, we get this morning's View from the Hill. And to get it, we're pleased to be joined by Congressman Walter B. Jones, Jr. He's a member of the House Armed Services Committee. Walter, thanks for joining us on what is a snowy day in Washington, D.C. And give us the lowdown on this battle the Speaker will face in the first vote today.
Well, J.D., I think Speaker Boehner, as far as a person, is a very fine person, but I do not think he is a true policy leader. And let me read very quickly 3 statements he made to get to a point. CPAC, February the 18th of 2010, John Boehner said, one of my first orders of business would be to post every bill online for at least 72 hours before it comes to the floor of the House for a vote. Another statement he made, CNS News, October 30th, 2010, Americans should have 3 days to read all bills before Congress votes on them. Then, as Speaker of the House on January the 5th of 2011, Boehner said, today, mindful of the lessons of the past, we open a new chapter. Legislators and the public will have 3 days to read a bill before it comes to a vote. Legislation will be more focused and properly scrutinized and constitutionally sound. J.D., that has not happened, and that was proven on this omnibus bill that we passed 5 weeks ago.
And you are outlining your opposition, which you announced early on. Now, of course, in the last Congress, Speaker Boehner came after you and some others who did not follow the party line on votes. You were booted from the Banking and Financial Services Committee. Are you concerned that the animus from the Speaker or those actions of Congress's past and your action today will in some way hurt your district or your representation?
J.D., when a man or woman cannot vote their conscience, they don't need to be here. If this place is going to be controlled by one man and dictated to by one man, all we need is puppets up here so they can have strings on their hands and they lift their hands and put them back down. If that's what this democracy is about, then there is no democracy.
Walter, about 2 minutes remain. Congressman Ted Yoho will join us a little bit later this hour. He got the ball rolling, announcing he would formally challenge Speaker Boehner. And then, of course, Louis Gohmert got in on the action. Is this too little, too late to mount an effective challenge and defeat the Speaker today?
Well, J.D., you know because you've been in the House, when they call your name, you can call out anyone that you want to be the Speaker. So if we can have 31 members of the Republican Party, whether they call out 31 different names, then it doesn't matter because it puts it into a second round. That would be a victory for all of us, including Ted and Louis and others. If we can go to a second round, then we've got a chance to make a major change. That's what we're hoping for.
Well, of course, those in support of the Speaker say this cause is doomed from the start. The most recent count I received said that basically the conservative insurgents were up to about 24 to possibly 28 votes, just a couple of votes away. You can count noses. What are you hearing about the number of people who might join in this no vote against Speaker Boehner?
J.D., I know some members who at this point have not said anything publicly who are a possibility of voting no on Boehner, who really do not like his leadership, or maybe I should say that they're concerned about his lack of leadership. So I think we've got an outside chance. I really do. I'm just saying this because there's a lot of frustration. Now, you know and I know when you call out a different name on the floor of the House that you've got to have the strength to do it.
And what name are you going to call out? Would you share that with us?
Yeah, I'm going to call out Dan Webster from Florida.
Oh, so you're going to...
He's a good man, but I could vote for anyone other than John Boehner.
All right. Walter Jones, we appreciate you starting your day with us as the 114th Congress is about to start. We will all be watching that vote following the noon gaveling in of the session of the new Congress. There is more to come, including former Congressman Pete Hoekstra. He's next on America's Forum.